last week on the show we talked about the prodigal son,
Yeah.
and like it came up again for me this week. Like I want to be the unsung brother. Of course, I mean he kind of flakes at the end where he starts complaining, but like,
Yeah, he does.
like, but we
Where we
talked
going
about it a
with
little
this?
bit last week. Like, he's got 25 years in, 20 years in of being the obedient, second, quiet son who just did what he was asked and was faithful, and then he flaked. But like, I'll flake after one day of obedience. I'm like, well, this isn't working out. That guy's got more than me, or why are we doing this? That guy's getting blessings. I'm getting screwed. I can see the whole thing, right? And like, I just, and that's what I've been praying for, is like, I just want to be the obedient guy. I want me to decrease and God to increase, and I just want to shut up and do what I'm told, because I know there's love there, and I know there's inherent joy there for me. And like, if I would stop standing in God's way of helping me, like, I could just be the quiet, happy, obedient second son with plenty of joy, right? Without the big stories or maybe the little. I don't care whatever God wants to do with me. That's what I want to do. But like, I just want to be joyful and obedient, because I feel like that's what God has set out, and that's what He has planned for me. And like, He has more joy in mind than I have capable of thinking, no matter what wild, crazy scheme I come up with. You know what I'm saying? And so like, I don't know. That's been my big push lately, is to be, without the ending, the prodigal son's brother. You know what I'm saying? Just the quiet B character, nobody.
And I think I think the perspective, the right way to think about it is obedience opens God's doors. Your own perseverance opens your doors. And the question is, if I had the choice between going into God's doors or going into my doors, which one would I pick? I would much rather go into the doors that God opened, because God opens, first of all, He opens doors that He wants me to go through, and that's awesome. Also, He's got keys to much bigger doors.
That's right.
And bigger, and may not be flashier, may not be more, I don't know, impact more people, but it's God's door, and that's the point. And my door is not that impressive. I can't even think of a cool door. I'm trying to think of one at the moment. And I keep coming with that game show where they choose the doors. That's what's in my mind.
Let's make a deal.
Yeah. I'm thinking of Let's Make a Deal. You think that's what God has?
That's
Let's
right.
Make a Deal door?
A
That's
boat.
what I'm thinking
A
of.
$30,000 boat, and that's uptown for me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A
That's-
boat.
Like, God chooses the door. He chooses the path. He chooses the time. That seems way easier than like picking my own door, doing my own thing. Like, being obedient to that and letting God drag me around, I can dig on that.